What is going on, everybody? Welcome here to a live stream edition and reaction to Mexico versus the United States. And we are here. It is Mike and Joe here. And we just get this in right ahead of first pitch. And here we go. Randy Arozarena. There you see him getting some photos. Or
Bro, I just want to see him sign autographs during Mariners game this year.
And here we go. We are all set. Paul Skeens on the mound for the United States. Jarren Duran stepping in. And we all know just what a heated rivalry this is. The United States and Mexico in Houston with a high Latino and Mexican following. And you know this is going to be one heated game right here. Jarren Duran stepping in against Paul Skeens. And here we go. Paul Skeens' first pitch on the way to Jarren Duran. It is outside for a ball at 94. It is a splitter. And we are underway here. I'll tell you one thing, Joe. It is win and you advance to the quarterfinals as Paul Skeens comes set. Here's the pitch. And Duran swings and a miss at another splitter. He got him tied up with another splitter right there. And that was actually, you're a little bit surprised, but you do see a lot of Mexican support there in Houston. Here's the windup and the 1-1 on the way to Duran, swing and a miss, and that's a changeup. I'm telling you right now, Joe, they're feeling it right now.
Yeah. He's probably going to give a good 65 pitch effort here.
Here we go. Duran is ready. Paul Skeens is ready. Cal Raleigh is ready. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. And it is up and away. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Jarren Duran. And I tell you one thing, this game, this was a big game that the USA probably circled. Here we go. 2-2 pitch on the way. And popped up. And he fouls it back. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
I was commenting that Rosen was out, because it looked like a pop fly to me for a second.
I think Joe here is just a little bit ahead of me by a few seconds, but here we go. Skeens is once again set. And here comes the 2-2 delivery now by Paul Skeens, and it fouls it back just right out of the glove of Cal Raleigh at 100 miles an hour. Man, Skeens is definitely there. He's definitely feeling it right now. I just wish I had a USA jersey to wear, but I got my USA hat. But here we go, Paul Skeens. 2-2 pitch coming to Duran, and swing and a miss. He got him right there on the changeup as the Air Force Academy is out. And there you go. That's a big strikeout to begin this game. He gets him on the changeup. What a pitch there by Paul Skeens. And he is not a Cy Young pitcher for nothing, folks. He is not a Cy Young for nothing. Here we go. The Mariners, Randy Arozarena stepping in now for Team Mexico. And here we go. The pitch on the way to Randy, and swing and a miss. Got him. 99 miles an hour.
Mexico's been really aggressive these first 2 hitters, and wondering how long they'll continue that for.
They actually have been aggressive.
Swing pitches like way out of the zone too.
Here we go. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Paul Skeens. I think Cal Raleigh knows his own teammate. He went over the scouting report with Paul Skeens as Randy Arozarena goes missing with 2 straight fastballs, and Skeens, he's ahead in the count, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 on the way to Randy Arozarena, and just up and away for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming. Ground ball. Over there's Bregman. The throw to first. 2 down here in the first. Tell you one thing, Paul Skeens through 2 batters is looking very
Yeah,
sharp. And I'm just curious, Joe. What's your expectations for this game? I'm looking at a very close game, to be completely honest. If we're going over the scouting report,
definitely feel like it'll be close early, but then once the Stars reach their pitch limits, it'll definitely be interesting with how these bullpen management is.
Jonathan Aranda taking a call first strike there by Paul Skeens. So Skeens right there, 0-1, and here we go. The 0-1 on the way from Skeens, and it's up and away for a ball. Paul Skeens, he's got that fastball working for him. He's staying right there between. That was actually the slowest fastball he actually threw, as they show Tarek Skubal there in the dugout, and he will not pitch once again for the USA. Here's the 1-1 on the way now, and that is a little bit scary right there. A 98-mile-an-hour sinker.
Missing way up a lot on most of these balls.
In this day and age, those pitches are very dangerous. Here we go. This is the first time Skeens has been behind in the count. Here's the 2-1 on the way.
Another miss up.
And he just misses again. Wow, 3 balls, 1 strike. And if you're Team Mexico, this is what you got to do. You got to get that pitch count up because you want to get Paul Skeens out as quick as possible. 3-1 is the count here. Here's the pitch on the way from Skeens in there, called strike. 97 miles an hour from a sinker. Oh my goodness, that's just unfair. It's unfair to hitters. Crowd getting into it. They want a strikeout. They want a 1-2-3 inning. Skeens is set. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Arnada popped up and fouled away.
Which Miranda definitely missed that was kind of juicy.
He just missed that pitch. You're absolutely right. Well, here we go. Skeens is ready. One more time, the 3-2 pitch. Another fly ball that is down the left field line. Bregman going out and making the catch in left field. 1, 2, 3, go Team Mexico. And USA is heading up. And I got to say, Joe, good first inning there by Paul Skeens.
Definitely 1, 2, 3. And well, he definitely could work his location a little bit, but it was a good start for sure.
Well, as we enter this commercial break, I wanted to go ahead and give a huge shout out to a company. If you are struggling with the addiction of nicotine and you are looking for an alternate product to go with, head over to Yippee Pouches. It is fuel for golfers on the course and grinders at the desk. It is a very healthy alternative to nicotine pouches, and if you are trying to kick the habit, it is all natural ingredients. It gives you a nice little boost of energy, whether you're on the golf course or whether you are at the office.
This box won't leave you hungry. Whoa! Can you believe all this food fits in one box? Arby's, we have the meat. All right.
I tell you one thing, so far this WBC has not disappointed us at all. Team Dominican Republic is definitely the team to beat. If I'm saying a team to beat so far, it has got to be the Dominican Republic right now. It's got to be the Dominican Republic. It has to be. This Team USA team has looked a little bit unorthodox from time to time, but here's the batting order for the USA. It is Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, Cal Raleigh, Roman, Anthony, Byron Buxton, and Bryce Turang. That is the lineup from the original game against Brazil. And Manny Barada, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, will be going on the mound for Team Mexico.
I've never heard this guy before.
Definitely not a major leaguer. Has been pitching, of course, in the Mexico League. I don't have any information, but here we go. The first pitch coming to Bobby Witt Jr., and it is just in there for a called strike. 0-1 here to Bobby Witt Jr. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch coming now to Bobby Witt Jr. And a ground ball. There you go. Right there to third base. Throw to first. And there's one down here for the United States. Right now, if you're the United States, you got to do what the Team Mexico just did in the top of the first. You got to find a way to definitely get your. You definitely got to get the pitch count going up. Here we go. Here is Bryce Harper now. Bryce Harper, 2 for 9 so far in this WBC. My dad over here chiming in on the chat. I absolutely. Here we go. 0-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Harper. Outside, ball 1. But I appreciate you, Dad, for chiming in. Here we go. 1-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Harper. And he swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was kind of speculation that Bryce Harper might not have been partnered with Under Armour in the offseason because he was playing with Jordans. But here we go. 1-2 pitch here coming to Harper. And he fouls it back. One and 2 right now to Bryce Harper. United States are looking to get damage first here. And here we go. 1-2 on the way. And a ground ball right there to first. And a very easy play there. And there's quickly 2 down here in the first for the United States. Just 7 pitches right now for Mexico's pitcher. Benji Gil, as you can see, the Mexico manager. Oh, man. 2002 World Series champion. Man, is that a nice little throwback right there?
I wasn't even alive back then.
And that's here he is, Captain America, Aaron Judge, homered in his first at-bat of the World Baseball Classic against Brazil as he swings and misses for a strike. Only 2 for 9 so far in this WBC. Small sample size, though. The 0-1 pitch coming. And there's a ground ball, base hit into left field, and there you go. And the United States has got a runner on. Very hard hit baseball right there by Captain America, Aaron Judge. And here we go, Kyle Schwarber, who against Great Britain hit an absolute titanic blast. Might I add, I mean, that ball was, I don't even think it's even landed yet.
I was driving at that time and I couldn't watch the game, but then I saw like some text from some group chats about it, and I saw the highlight, and that probably could have left a bunch of stadiums.
Well, Schwarber is ahead in the count 1-0 here. Schwarber has both led off the WBC and has batted in the 4-hole. 1 ball, no strikes here to Kyle Schwarber. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. You can already tell that this crowd is ready to erupt. They want something to happen right here. It doesn't matter if it's on the Mexican side or the United States side. 2-0 pitch coming here to Kyle Schwarber. Low, ball 3, and Kyle Schwarber is in the driver's seat right now with a full count. So here we go, 3 balls, no strikes, the 3-0 on the way, up and away, ball 4. And the United States has 2 on with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the former Astro, Alex Bregman. Well, through showing highlights of that Great Britain game, all I can say is this. The United States does not lose to Brits. So here we go now. Alex Bregman really would love a big base hit right here.
Pretty perfect scoring opportunity right here. Judge on second.
Well, here we go. Barreda is set. Here's the pitch on the way to Bregman. Outside for a ball. That's 5 straight balls that he has thrown. And, yep, you had a feeling that Kirk was going to go out there and have a quick talk with him.
Also,
of course, we all know.
Look at about the 3 is thrown mostly off speed, which I feel like is definitely is something they planned before the game.
Well, we all know that Kirk didn't necessarily run out to the mound. He just waddled up over to the mound. Had to get that jab in there. But this is a tremendous opportunity here for the United States to strike first in this Pool B play. Here we go. Barreda is set. Bregman is set. Here comes the 1-0 on the way to Bregman, and it is outside, ball 2. 6 straight balls that Barreda has thrown. And you got to figure, if you're going to give him a cookie, he's going to eat it. Barreda is set. Bregman set. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he gave him a cookie.
I was expecting a fastball there.
I was actually expecting a fastball there myself. But the slider fools Bregman. I think Bregman was seeking fastball as well because he was definitely swinging like a fastball. 2-1 is the count here to Alex Bregman. Barreda is set. And the 2-1. Outside. Ball 3. 3 balls. And 1 strike.
I really want a big dumper back with the base load right here.
Imagine if Cal Raleigh comes up with the bases loaded and hits an international slam. That would be something. Here we go. 3-1 to Bregman. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded here for Cal Raleigh. The man who hit more home runs last season than anybody in baseball. And this is the spot that Cal Raleigh wanted. And here we go. Cal Raleigh versus Barreda. Raleigh is 0 for 3 in this WBC. Walked 3 times in the game against Brazil. He may have gone 0 for 3, but he was on base 3 times. Here we go. First pitch on the way. And Cal Raleigh. He was thinking it. He was thinking it. And I love what they say right here. Most ever by a catcher, switch hitter, and a Mariner. 60 home runs in 2025, of course. Cal Raleigh breaking Ken Griffey Jr.'s record in this ballpark in Houston. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's 2 changeups that they have thrown to Cal Raleigh.
Wonder what did they go with here? Fastball or another changeup? Or a slider?
Well, here we go.
Going up.
0-2 pitch coming to Cal Raleigh. And did he go around? He did. Cal Raleigh, unfortunately, strikes out with the bases loaded. And the Mexican faithful are letting their voices be heard. The USA was able to get a threat, but unable to bring home a run.
Definitely felt like a Mariners type of inning right there. Rolling the base and getting no runs.
Well, go ahead and talk for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are in here, but if anyone has any score predictions, please post them in the comments. Or any sort of prediction in general.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local team all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
We're back for the top of the second inning. They're showing the Air Force Academy supporting Paul Skeens after the weekend series nearby.
All right. Well, we are back here for the second inning of play. And the USA putting up a threat there in that first inning. Unfortunately, the USA just could not come away with it. But I tell you one thing, so far in this first inning, nothing has disappointed because you had Skeens throwing a good inning, you had Beretta throw a good inning. Able to get out of that jam, and here's Kirk to lead things off. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's right there for a strike.
Say having Kirk and Tellez hitting back to back is quite a combo in this Mexico lineup. Another miss out.
Well, here we go. The 0-1 on the way from Skeens, and it's just outside for a ball. Alejandro Kirk, man, it's just amazing to see the Air Force Academy there in Houston to watch Paul Skeens.
It was Skeens and Griffin Jacks that paid for their tickets, so they both went there, and Air Force just played weekend series nearby.
My co-host Chair Dog chiming in over here. What's going on, brother? Always a pleasure to have you on here. Here we go. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Alejandro Kirk. Skeens trying to have that exact same inning that he had in the first, but a little bit quicker. Here's the pitch, and it's just outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Or 2-2, excuse me. But yes, it's very really fun to know that we have Griffin Jacks and Paul Skeens, 2 Air Force Academy players, 1 who is in the reserve. Here's the pitch, and fouls it away. Jacks, of course, is still serving in the Air Force Reserves to finish out his military service. And I believe his wife is a captain in the Air Force. And here we go. Skeens is set.
That sorted him right there.
And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Kirk went up and chased it and could not get it. Second strikeout there for Paul Skeens. Absolutely. Both sides having their prospective catchers strike out on ugly swings. And here is the Mariner legend himself, Rowdy Tellez, up at the plate, who had an infield single yesterday. Amazing that I get to string those words together. Rowdy Tellez had an infield single. And here we go. Here comes the 1-0 on the way, and it is in there for a called strike. 1-1 here to Rowdy Tellez.
Right down the middle, he missed it.
Here we go. Yep, right down the middle, you said, and fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Tellez. And the 1-2 pitch coming here to Tellez. Swing and a miss. Went up with that high cheese. He chases it just like Kirk. 2 down here in the second. When you have some of the best pitchers in baseball and just one of the best lineups in baseball, that is why this United States team is favored to win this tournament. And here we go. Nacho Alvarez. Here's the pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Right down the middle with a sinker. And here we go. Here comes the 0-1 on the way, and that is a fly ball. Center field. Buxton is underneath it, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Paul Skeens.
How many pitches was that inning? Pretty efficient inning right there.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually looking forward to this movie, this Mandalorian film that they're showing here on the previews. I am absolutely looking forward to that.
Because I honestly do not remember the last time I've sat down and watched the whole movie.
I can't remember either.
Because part of free time it's watching sports, and if it's not that, I'm playing video games or watching YouTube.
Well, honestly, going here into the bottom of the second inning, though, I mean, what do you think? I mean, right now, the United States, all they got to do is make Barreto work, get into that bullpen before the United States gets into their bullpen.
Also, since Rio's throwing mostly off, I wonder if the U.S. will make an adjustment or Rio and see like how they counter with that.
Well, they do have information on some of these players, so that is that.
And also, Bree is not MLB pitcher, so I don't think any of the U.S. guys have seen him.
Well, unfortunately, like we said, as Ken Rosenthal is talking about it, yes, Tarek Skubal, as we all guessed it, is not returning for the United States. And, you know, I can understand where he's coming from. He's got a lot of money on the table. He's got a lot of money on the table this offseason, so, but he did say that he would have loved to have started another game. But Roman Anthony leads it off here for the United States, and here comes the windup. And the pitch to Anthony, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1. But you're absolutely right. The United States saw one inning of this guy. They saw his stuff. So you could think that they would make an adjustment. And here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. 0-2 now on Roman Anthony.
Taking an extra risk. And really hard for him to turn away. Just another testament to what Mark DeRosa has talked about with what they've created in that clubhouse.
So here we go. 0-2 is the count here to Roman Anthony. Barreto is set, and here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way, and it's inside. Ball 1, 1-2.
He controls the strike zone and his electricity off the bat.
Right now, if you're the United States, you got to capitalize on the mistakes that Beretta made. I mean, this is a guy who does not pitch in the major leagues. This is a guy who hasn't been to the major leagues. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming now with that little stutter step. Kind of a little, almost a Johnny Cueto type of shimmy type of step. And here we go. Here comes a 2-2 on the way to Anthony. Low ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's another thing the United States has got to do right now. They've got to work the counts. They've got to find a way to get back on base and to do what they did in the first inning, is get runners on. Here's the 3-2 on the way to Anthony. Low ball 4, as I say it, a leadoff walk here for Roman Anthony. And that is now the 3rd walk so far for the United States. The United States, as we remember in that game against Brazil, drawing not only just a record in the WBC, but I mean 17 walks. And here we go, Byron Buxton. Oh, go ahead.
That Brazil game kind of felt like some of my adult league games when we play a bad team with pitchers that can't throw strikes.
Oh my gosh, it was. I mean, you heard the fans though. They were booing on every ball throw. They were cheering at every strike thrown. But here we go, Buxton ahead in the count right now, 1-0. And here comes the 1-0 on the way to Buxton, right down the middle, a slider. And that was actually a gutsy pitch, if you ask me.
So I wonder what thought last pitches in. They have Anthony on first to his fast and a couple other fasters after. I wonder if they'll put the runners in motion at any point to try to get them to scoring position.
Here's the 1-1 on the way to Buxton, and that is fly to center field. That one's trailing well, but that is caught by Thomas. And there's one gone here in the 2nd inning. You know, you got to admire the Mexican fans. Every out, they just get beyond hyped, like they just won the World Series, and that is something that you've got to admire about international fans and this tournament alone, because it just brings out so much joy between the fans and the players, and it's so much passion. Well, here we go. Bryce Terang, here's the pitch, and he fouls the first pitch off. Foul, and that might be one that Terang really would say, you know, I kind of want that one back. Bryce Terang so far 3 for 6 in this series. 4 RBIs for Bryce Terang. He leads the team. And here we go.
Another miss.
The 0-1 pitch coming to Terang, and that is outside for a ball. 1-1. You know, if you're the United States here, Joe, you take your pitches when you need to, but you ambush the ones that you got to ambush. And here we go, 1-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Terang. Up and away, 2 balls and a strike.
Like Pereira's having trouble commanding his pitching. I kind of see his body language is pretty obvious that he's frustrated.
You're not wrong on that standpoint. He's definitely, as he steps off, by the way. But Beretta is definitely getting a little flustered right here. You definitely can tell, as you said, he doesn't have as much command as he did in the first inning, already at 33 pitches. So Skeens has him in the pitch count. And here's a 2-1 on the way to Terang. In there, strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes here. And the 2-2 as he fouls it away. What was that?
Lay on the fastball there, so I wonder if he was like expecting off speed after seeing the first 8 hitters before and gets mostly off speed.
Yeah, Joe is definitely a couple seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm usually the one that's behind when watching games.
Well, here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bryce Terang. Here's the pitch on the way. Low, 3-2, and now you got to think, do you put Roman Anthony in motion right here On a 3-2 pitch, you know, do you take the chance right here? And
Yeah,
if
I would if I was the coach.
I was going to say, if I'm Mark DeRosa, you send him right now. And here we go. 3 balls, 2
I guess he
strikes.
was laying there.
And here's the pitch. And he does run. And Terang fouls it away. Still 3-2. This is something that I was talking about. The United States are getting Beretta's pitch count up. And that's something right there. That is something that's worth bragging or worth talking about, is because you got to get into your opponent's bullpen before they get into yours.
Oh.
And here we go. Here comes the 3-2 again to Bryce Terang. And that is line drive down the right field line. That is fouled off, though. Huge shout out to the fan. Great catch there, by the way. Excellent catch. You know, they say that's why you bring your glove to the ballpark. He did it barehanded. Well, here we go. Another 3-2 count here for Bryce Terang. And once again, do you send Anthony? Here we go. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Terang. Ground ball, base hit into right field. And they did send him. Anthony's going to get down at third. They're going to send Anthony. Here's the relay to the plate, and he is cut down. Absolutely. Do not understand that send right there. That was an aggressive send there by the United States. And I don't know about that one. I mean, the way that Roman Anthony was getting around the bases, it was... I know this. Roman Anthony is a fast guy, but I mean, like... Well, let's go ahead and... Yep, they are showing the replay, so let's see if Anthony might have hurt himself.
I was jogging a little bit between second and third.
And it was right there, that little pivot right there, looking at the pitch. But here we go. Here comes Bobby Witt Jr., still runner in scoring position. Whoa, nearly hits him. And yeah, they're asking for a challenge, but I mean, like, that's not a challengeable offense right there. 2-0 the count here to Bobby Witt Jr. as Beretta throws another ball. But an absolutely excellent relay there by Duran. I mean, absolutely great play there by Mexico. That was a play that you had to make, and here we go. 2-0 pitch coming here to Bobby Witt Jr. And the pitch. And he does go around. 2 balls and a strike. The question right here is, who delivers first? Who's going to deliver first? Who's going to come up with the big hit? Here comes the 2-1 pitch on the way to Witt Jr. as he fouls that one back. The major league leader in hits, by the way. There you see, yep, as Fox brings it up, most hits since 2024. Bobby Witt Jr. right there with 395. And Vladimir Guerrero with 371. Shohei Ohtani, 369. And right behind him is Luis Arraez. Here we go. 2-2. The pitch on the way. And a fly ball left center field. And that is just going to be warning track power. And after 2 innings, we have a 0-0 score. But absolutely, wow.
4 runners left on base through the first 2 innings, and then the 1 base running mistake.
I will say this about the send. I don't think that was a necessarily smart send by the United States, because when you see Roman Anthony slow up like that, it's not necessarily a time to send him.
Yeah.
But I mean, Joe, like so far in these 2 innings, like I feel like maybe the United States is outplaying Mexico, and I say that because we've had the runners on, but and Paul Skeens has been dominated, but Mexico definitely made the plays when they needed to.
Yeah,
They were
for
able to
sure.
get out of that jam in the first inning, and that relay right there to nail Roman Anthony as well. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I feel like looking at Mexico's lineup, they like have some stars at the top order, but then like bottom third of their order are like defense first players, which is definitely paying off there.
Why RV? Because there's so much to see, to experience, to explore.
Well, in other news today, the Seattle Seahawks able to re-sign Rashid Shaheed to a 3-year deal. Good signing right there. Definitely needed that just to get my fix.
Or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra.
It's been kind of fun. I don't use this glove anymore because like worn down. I used in high school, so it sits on top of my Xbox. But this looks like a really good Team USA glove because it was my high school colors.
Oh, it does.
Looked a lot bigger when it was brand new, but still pretty cool. It was my first custom glove.
Not bad. All righty, here we go to the top half of the third inning. And Paul Skeens. And here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Did he go around, though? And they signal that he did go around. 0-1.
Under that.
And here we go, the 0-1. And he pops it up.
I almost had
Foul territory, and that is going to get out of play. One of the things that I do like seeing about this tournament is just the international turnout, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the fans look like they're having a killer time at that ballpark. I mean, any of us would wish that we could be there to support the United States. 0-2 here. Paul Skeens ahead in the count. And here is the 0-2 on the way, and it's just low for a ball. One and two here. And the 1-2 on the way to Gonzalez, and he fouls it off. Ouch, that's going to leave a mark.
Even with blood guard, that still hurts.
And of course, Gonzalez is just like rubbing some dirt on it. Just rub some dirt on it. But here we go. Gonzalez back into the box. Nick Gonzalez, by the way. And here we go. Skeens is set, and the 1-2 on the way. And there's another fouled off, and it is still 1-2. Here we go. 1-2 on the way again from Paul Skeens. And that is outside for a ball. 2-2. And is it just me, or is the dirt at Dyken Park, does it look like mud? Whenever they water that field, it looks like it's just mud. Well, here we go. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Nick Gonzalez. And the 2-2 on the way to Gonzalez, and it's outside, ball 3. There you see the standings right there. USA and Mexico 2-0 right now, along with Italy. And the winner of this game, they can assuredly punch their ticket into the quarterfinals. And he swings and misses. Paul Skeens strikes out Nick Gonzalez, his 4th strikeout of this game. I mean, you just think about this. Both teams have that on their mind right now is win, and you are secured a spot in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
So here we go, Alex Thomas. Man, what I mean, a lot of people don't really talk about Alex Thomas a lot, but this kid has got just an incredible future ahead of him with the Arizona Diamondbacks. As you see, he's 4 for 7 in the WBC with a home run, and he swung and missed at that first pitch from Paul Skeens, as you see in the scoreboard right there. Great Britain at least getting a win here to end their WBC. Here we go, the 0-1 pitch coming here, and it's low for a ball.
A Great Britain gets to come back to the next WBC, which is definitely good for them.
It is really good to see Great Britain being able to come back to the next WBC. I mean, they got a good young team there. Here we go, 1-1 pitch from Skeens. Swing and a miss. Man, oh man. Thomas just looked silly on that changeup. Skeens has got him here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can he strike out another hitter? The 1-2 on the way. He does. Paul Skeens, another strikeout. That's 5 already in 2 2/3 of innings of work. And one Mexican pitcher that I got to give a shout out, Taijuan Walker. Great start yesterday. Absolutely such an underrated player for Team Mexico is Taijuan Walker. But here we go. Paul Skeens now facing Ortiz. And a ground ball, and throws to first, and Bryce Harper can hang on to it. And that is unfortunately going to be an error. And
first mistake making errors during won the Platinum Glove a couple years ago. Someone placed like he didn't set his feet there and rushed his throw when he didn't have to.
Yep, that I don't know. I think that might have been a little bit on both, but I kind of like if you're Bryce Harper, you've got to hold on to that one. You've got to catch that one. You've got to get that one in your glove. But I mean, Bryce Terrain, you're absolutely right. He kind of rushed the throw on that one. I mean, and you didn't need to really rush your throw. But here we go. Jarren Duran. Here's the pitch, and that is low for a ball. And this is something that you know that you can't allow mistakes to beat you. That's the first mistake that they've made. Here's the pitch on the way to Duran. A line drive to right field, and that'll drop in for a knock. And throw to third, and he got him! What a throw by Aaron Judge to cut Nick Gonzalez down. Oh, holy catfish, what a play. Aaron Judge, Captain America.
That throw was literally perfect.
I mean, that is what you call just an absolute perfect throw. You know, it kind of reminded me of Ichiro's something out of Star Wars throw. That's how perfect that throw was. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why Aaron Judge is one of the best at what he does.
Got Skeens out what would have been a tough situation, which could have been first and third with Randy at.
Well, while the commercials are going, I kind of wanted to say this, Joe, on here, but there has been so much criticism and so much very negative things that have been said to one particular team in this World Baseball Classic, and I kind of wanted to speak out against it. And I think you know what I'm talking about. All on social media, I've seen just hatred for certain baseball players for Team Israel. And I'm going to call them out. I think it's completely unnecessary that people have got to hate players for playing the game of baseball we understand what country they're representing, but they don't follow that type of stuff. They're there to play baseball. They're there to represent their lineage. They're not there to talk politics. They're not there to talk human relations. They're not there to do anything except play the game that they love, represent their lineage, and just play baseball. And over the past couple of days, seeing social media of just the unnecessary hatred, it hurts me. It hurts me inside to see that.
Because this is supposed to be a fun event for players to represent a country they either were born or they have like family from. And I also would like to keep the non-baseball stuff out of baseball and just let them play.
Exactly. I had to say that though because I feel like with us having a platform, that's got to get said.
Yeah.
But here we go to the bottom half of the third inning. No score here. And there you go. Wow. We do have a pitching change. And that, my friends, is a very big pitcher. But so far in this game, I will say Paul Skeens has had such a very solid performance through 3 innings, just 1 hit allowed. And, again, the United States, I think this is funny because the United States and Mexico, they both have had really good plays out in the outfield. As Bryce Harper steps in, here's the first pitch, and he fouls it back. But, I mean, Joe, very evenly matched. This is what we expected from this type of matchup.
It was also, I feel like at some point you see his guys pull away because their depth is better than almost any team in this tournament. This guy, Jesus Cruz, who just came in, he has a career set ERA over 7 in 8 games in the majors.
And well, it's 1-1 on Harper.
Hasn't pitched in the majors since 2023.
And you're seeing it right here as he goes 2-1. There you see 2002 with the Braves, 0 record with a 6.23 ERA, 8 2/3, 6 strikeouts to 4 walks. So not really a great strikeout to walk ratio. So here we go, 2-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. And Harper, he was thinking about putting that one in the seats. That is all that I think he was thinking about. 2-2 here to Bryce Harper. Either side are looking for that big hit. Here's the pitch. The line drive right off the pitcher. Ow, that's going to sting. Well, and that one, I think, yep, Cruz is definitely limping on that one. And, well, as the Italians would say, that's a spicy meatball. Oh, man, that's definitely a Charlie horse feeling right there. Ouch. Oh, man. So let's see, right there's a good view right here. Ow, oh my goodness. And it looked like it caught him right there on the ankle. And that high leg kick just cost Cruz. And
95.1 XG on that swing.
Oh, there we go. We got Joe coming in here with the analytics. So let's see right here. And oh my gosh. I don't care if it wasn't 100 miles an hour. That is still going to hurt so much. And let's see if Cruz can stay in this game.
That's why in Little League and youth baseball, when they teach kids how to pitch, they tell you to be in a defensive position when you finish your windup, so stuff like that doesn't happen.
Yep. Well, it looks like Cruz is going to stay in this game, so that is actually
at least.
He's definitely trying to, as he's definitely hobbling a little bit, but I mean, man, oh man, I mean that just For those tuned in on the live stream, if you want to interact with us and ask us questions about this game, go ahead and chime in with us. We will answer it as best We can, by the way. Well, it does look like Cruz is going to stay into this game. Jesus Cruz is staying in this game, so not bad. Not bad at all. Well, Aaron Judge coming to the plate now. Captain America, one swing with his bat, and he's going to send Houston into bedlam. And all rise for the captain. I like that one. Here we go. First pitch on the way to Judge, and it is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Here we go. 1 ball, no strikes here to Aaron Judge. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, man. Big hack by a big man. Once again, I'm just looking at Joe's USA jersey and hat, and I'm just like, yeah, I got the USA hat on, but I got the Mariners jersey on.
I saw a few days ago the team stores. They unfortunately don't have jerseys, but they do have caps and Flair tees. If you're looking for anything.
Well, I know this. I tried to get a jersey, and unfortunately, they ran out of my size. I'm too fat. Well, 2-1 is the count here to Aaron Judge. Here we go. Cruz is set. The 2-1 on the way to Judge, and swung on. Right field. It is going back. It is gone! All rise for Captain America. Aaron Judge puts the United States up 2-0, his second of the tournament. And that right there, Joe, is exactly what I was talking about. You strike first and you get the momentum. Aaron Judge. And yep, do the free bird. The United States in the bottom of the 3rd inning is finally able to strike against Team Mexico. A 2-run bomb by Captain America, Aaron Judge. Man, oh man. And it brings up Kyle Schwarber now with nobody on as he takes a called strike. Well, Joe, I think everybody in that stadium, yep, there you see it. Everybody in that stadium, they knew it. And it's kind of ironic that you think about it because there's a ground ball. There's a base hit right there for Kyle Schwarber. And the United States, they have got some momentum here. They were able to get the leadoff man on, get Judge up for a home run. Now they got Kyle Schwarber on.
Going back to Judge, home run 100.15x below 364 feet.
Oh. And you know something? I find it funny, Joe, because I think I need to say it, but there are Astro fans in that ballpark cheering for a Yankee. Well, there's Bregman as he takes up and away for a ball. I found that funny. I just found that so funny, Joe.
I mean, we're also rooting for Judge, and we don't necessarily like root for him ever.
Well, the 1-0 on the way to Bregman, and it is yep, you know what? That right there, even with the ABS system, that would have been a strike no matter what. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Aaron Judge has got to feel big about that. And that's something about the United States that a lot of people expected them is to hit home runs, but it's like you can't be living and dying by the home run ball. I mean, to me, that's just not the way to play baseball because all of these players here, yes, they can hit the home runs, but they can drive in runs by playing small ball, and there's nothing wrong with small ball.
It's really nice that they balance out the lineup with past guys like Anthony Buxton, Trey, and Bobby Wood Jr. That is someone who's got team playing high school. I really wish Corbin Carroll didn't get hurt because imagine how good he would have been on this team.
Yeah, you know, that one hurts. That one hurts, if you ask me.
Yeah, I was excited when I saw he committed, and then when he got hurt, this was unfortunate.
And I didn't notice that you're wearing the previous United States hat, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, with how expensive caps got, I'm like, I'm not spending like $50-something for a cap where the only difference is the bill color.
Well, unfortunately, I'm one of those idiots.
Yeah, also use up my only shop gift card to get the jersey and have to still pay with some of my own money.
Well, 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Alex Bregman, the pitch, and it's up and away. Ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'm saying this right now. If you walk Bregman right here, the momentum, there's a big difference if you get him out here or if you walk him. And Cruz has got to know that right now. Here we go. He's set. 3-2 pitch coming to Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. And that right there is exactly what I was talking about. If you walk him right there, the momentum stays with the United States. But now, with that out, you do get a little momentum. So, Team Mexico has that for them. And as Cal Raleigh comes in, and I know all Mariner fans, they're really hoping to see an international big dump.
Right at the big dumper.
Well, here we go. The pitch on the way. Oh, my goodness. And that right there, that one's going to sting as that one hits him. And I don't know. Maybe a little you hit me, I hit you tactic. But kidding, by the way, people. Cruz definitely did not mean to plunk big dumper right there. But was it just me, or did Cal look like he was trying to put his butt into that one? He was trying to say, just hit me in the big dumper. Well, 2 on here for the United States. This right here, I don't know. I feel like the United States have got to get another run right here. They've got to put another run on the board right here. Here we go. The pitch on the way to Roman Anthony. It is in there for a strike. 0-1 here. First appearance by there you see by Anthony, who walked. Here we go. 0-1 is the count here to Roman Anthony. The pitch on the way and swung on, drilled to right. It is gone.
Yeah, off to facing the second deck.
Roman Anthony. What a blast here, and United States has blown it open here in the third. A 2-run shot by Judge, and now Roman Anthony, a 417-foot home run off the facing of the second deck. I never thought I would be so happy.
Right there.
I never thought I would be so happy to hear that train horn at Dyken Park.
And that's it for Cruz.
That is going to do it for Cruz, and that is the one thing that you needed here from the United States. I was saying, with the commercial break here, Joe, I was saying the United States had to get another run in there. Well, Roman Anthony heard me, and he's like, instead of 1 run, how about 3?
Yes, what I was talking about that, like, Team USA, they have like all-stars coming out of the bullpen when they need them, and then Mexico is bringing guys out that aren't major leaguers, and they have like Munoz and kind of have to pick and choose when they use him. Which is unfortunate for them. Which, with how this game is going tonight, might not be the night to use him.
I just got a text message from one of my buddies, and it's saying, great call on the home run.
With my team being ahead, it's like hard for me to say stuff and spoil it.
It really is. Like, are you watching it via the stream?
I'm watching through Xfinity stream Dingle off of my parents' package.
Are you able to pause it?
I think so.
All right, see if you can.
5 seconds.
Yeah, pause it for about 5 seconds. It's so funny. I always try to get these streams just right on it, and but I mean, Joe, so far, like, for the first 2.5 innings, this game is what we expected, and then all of a sudden, like that's not what I was expecting here. I was not expecting the United States to have an inning like this, because we can all agree, Team Mexico is not a team to be reckoned with. They are a very hard team to beat.
It's been a while since US has beat Mexico. Also, Berea That 4-4 pitch, they could have let him go another inning if they wanted to. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't understand that move at all. It was so weird. As Luis Gastelum, I believe that's how you say it, Double A for the Cardinals last year in 46 games, 3-5 record with a 4.02 ERA, 92 strikeouts. As Byron Buxton leads it off. Here's the pitch on the way, and he does go around. He does go around. That is 0-1. Are we all synced up now perfectly?
Here's the pitch.
Oh, there was a pitch? So we're not synced up. That doesn't matter. Well, he swings and misses at that one, 0-2. I got to credit Joe's, him just holding it in when Roman Anthony hit it. He saw it first.
I usually watch a lot of games on myself, so I don't really say that much stuff out loud when watching.
Well, here we go. The 0-2 on the way to Buxton, and it is low and outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's a ball low.
2-2 here. Well, here we go. Buxton, even with the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes here. And the pitch, up and away, 3-2. And if you're Team Mexico right now, you have got to get outs within the next 3 hitters because you cannot let this inning get out of hand, because if you let this USA team get ahead by a ton of runs, here's a 3-2 on the way to Buxton. And Buxton, I don't know how he got a piece of that one. I don't know how he got a piece of it, but he did. But, I mean, Joe, if you're Team Mexico, you've got to stop this bleeding. You've got to get this inning over, and because you got to get into the third. But here we go. 3-2 on the way to Buxton. Popped this one up and fouled away. Two big home runs in this inning by both Aaron Judge and Roman Anthony. And, this is just gaslighted the United States.
And Buxton chased the one outside.
Well, there's the second out of the inning as Buxton chases, as he says. So 2 down here in the third inning. Well, right now, if you are if you're Team USA, you're considering this inning just a tremendous, tremendous win, because look, a 2-run home run is a terrific thing, but when you are able to drive in an extra 3 runs thanks to a 3-run blast, as Bryce Terang steps in and will take a called ball. I mean, Joe, like the United States, like I said, they just gaslit this game with those 2 home runs.
I'll still remember if Paul Skeens ever had this much run support in one of his starts.
That's the one thing that I was actually going to say. Like, Paul Skeens, this is new territory for him. He's just thinking, man, I really wish I could go all 9 innings because I finally get run support.
The 4th inning with the 5-run lead.
Well, 2-0 pitch here to Terang as he flies this one to left field. Arozarena is underneath it, and that finally ends it as Arozarena throws the ball up. Man, oh man, what an inning there for the United States. 5-0 lead here for Team USA. And Paul Skeens, he had to sit that one out for a long time, my man.
Oh, yeah.
But thankfully for a commercial break, because I need a water break myself.
Text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T Wireless and Home Internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice to be like.
And then they're seeing the world with Cloud. There's nothing like a stay that sets the standard with the largest global hotel program. Nothing like in fine hotels and resorts, a complimentary breakfast starts your day. And you have more time to play with an extra night. Nothing like never having to rush home thanks to late check-in. With exceptional travel benefits worldwide, there's nothing like Buckland.
Additional starred chef Nancy Silverton. To make truly delicious food, you need the right tools. With Hex-Class hybrid cookware, I get unbeatable searing power, easy cleanup, and equipment durable enough for both of my kittens.
A Chewy order is on the way for Jaws, who never lets go of what he loves. So Dad uses Chewy to get him everything he needs to keep loving life, one mouthful at a time, for low prices. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat-free box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money.
Alrighty. Well, Joe, I mean, right now, if you're the United States, you're sitting in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead. Like I said, the winner of this game does secure their spot into the quarterfinals. Because because here's the thing, look, either one of these teams, I mean, you win this game, you go into the next game and you're just like, this is just a game that we don't really need to win. And this is a game, you know, and look at it this way. I mean, tomorrow's game that Mexico plays, if they lose this game, it comes down to that.
I thought that won that game. Mexico Italy is Wednesday at 4. That's probably gonna be essentially an elimination game for both teams.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about one team that unfortunately was exited out of the as Randy Arozarena. It's 1-0 the count here. Here comes the windup and the pitch on the way from Paul Skeens, and whoa! Nearly took him out with a curveball. But unfortunately, this morning, Australia needed 3 runs to advance to the quarterfinals, and they lost in a heartbreaking 7-2 loss to Korea and were unfortunately booted from the tournament. 2-0 pitch on the way, and that is in there for a strike.
Australia,
Joe?
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. Australia's got a lot of potential in this upcoming in the next World Series or World Baseball Classic. I mean, Australia's just got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Here's a 2-1 on the way to Arozarena. Popped up foul.
If they were able to secure a spot in the quarterfinals, definitely would have been fun for them to come to the U.S. to play at least one game.
2-2 coming here from Paul Skeens on the way, and it's outside for a ball. Once again, winner advances to the quarterfinals.
That was
loser.
Not close.
And yep, that was not even close. Strike 3 call. You know, Randy's not happy about that. He wanted to go like that. He wanted to tap his head for ABS. But that is 1 down here. But you watch on this replay.
Job by Cal.
I mean, that is one thing about Cal Raleigh is, boy, can he frame those pitches. Well, here we go. Here comes the pitch on the way now. Outside for a ball, 1-0.
Oh, someone's barking at Bond.
Oh, wow. Wow, yep. Someone is.
It's understandable at this point.
Highly understandable. But you gotta think about this, like Benji Gill, him barking at the umpire, it's not gonna help anything. Like right now, you're down 5-0. I mean, that one call. This umpire has called a really good game so far. And Aranda, the 1-0 pitch coming from Skeens is up and away for a ball. Yeah, Gill's definitely hot under the collar, but I mean, this is what you want from these players and coaches. I mean, this is how much passion they want to win this thing. In Mexico, they came so close last year to beating Japan. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's 3-0. I mean, think about this. Mexico in that last World Baseball Classic came so close. And I mean, it unfortunately, a walk-off.
He didn't call. Probably a makeup call.
Definitely a makeup call. Is it his ball 4? That was definitely a makeup call, if there ever was. So
The
Benji,
only difference is they were slower around first.
and look at that, U.S. pitching
That's
39
like
strikeouts to 2 walks. I mean, that's an insane stat if you think about it.
Skeens has 10 pitches to work with right here. They showed Clevenger warming up a little while ago.
Well, this has got to be one of the last batters that Paul Skeens faces, as there's a ground ball, and great play by Witt, throws to first. What a play! Holy catfish, what a play by Bobby Witt Jr. Real quickly, shout out to that USA fan wearing a Mariners hat right there. You know, I've seen a lot of Mariner fans in these games, but oh my goodness, come on. I know Alejandro Kirk is not the fastest runner, but come on. What a play by Bobby Witt Jr.
He covered a lot of ground just to get to that and keep him infield, and then getting off the throw makes it even more impressive.
And that might have just saved Paul Skeens, and he's able to probably face. This is definitely going to be your last hitter if you are Paul Skeens. And look who it is. It is Big Rowdy Tellez. And Skeens comes, sets, and the pitch on the way fouls it back. And I'm still wondering how he scored from first in the championship series.
Or from second.
Or from second, thank you. Yeah.
I feel try that again when they play Italy.
Here we go. 0-1 pitch coming here to Rowdy Tellez. In there for a call strike. I mean, that's... You know, Rowdy Tellez last year, I will say this, got off to a really bad start in the season, but unfortunately, I mean, he was just not what the Mariners needed at DH. Here we go. 0-2. Skeens looking to finish the job. The 0-2 fouled away. Not a bad move there to go off-speed pitch. I'm not even lying, Joe. That was actually a really great pitch choice right there by both Cal Raleigh and Skeens. So here we go. 0-2 still to Rowdy Tellez. Skeens looking to finish the job in the fourth. The pitch. Got him!
This was chased right there to get Skeens out of the inning.
Paul Skeens. What a start by Paul Skeens. 4 shutout innings, and the United States bullpen will take over this game going into the fifth as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Well, Joe, I mean, is this game, exceeding your expectations? Because it certainly has been exceeding mine.
Yeah,
because I
sure.
wasn't
Expecting it to be a lot closer, and I felt like Mexico probably could have made taken advantage of one of Skeens' mistakes, but just too dominant. So was 1 hit, 1 walk through 4 innings, which is pretty good.
unbelievable.
And 7 strikeouts.
That is why Paul Skeens is a Cy Young. That is why Paul Skeens is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. And you just think about this, man. I mean, you think Paul Skeens and Tarek Skubal going into free agency. And you just think about this. It's like those two guys are going to get paid so much money.
Yep.
Paul Skeens, who is a little bit younger than Tarek Skubal, I feel like, I feel like Skeens' contract is going to exceed Skubal's contract.
Yeah, Skeens definitely has Skeens won the Cy Young his rookie year, right?
He did win the Cy Young in his rookie year.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's unbelievable of what Paul Skeens has been able to do. It's absolutely ridiculous of what Paul Skeens has been able to do in just his. I mean, think about this. He's 2 years into his career. He's 21-13. There's some more Mariner fans right there.
Yeah, about high fives looks like he's done for sure. They're not going to send him out to throw 5 pitches.
Well, here we go. A new pitcher on the mound, too, for Mexico. It is Carrillo, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But again, talking about Paul Skeens, I mean, you think about this also, like Paul Skeens has put up a 13.5 WAR in 2 seasons. I mean,
For
that's just
well under 2
ridiculous.
seasons.
Well, here we go. Bobby Witt Jr. will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the United States. And here's the pitch on the way to Bobby, and it's right down the middle for a strike. 0-1, man, 98 miles an hour. I mean, this is a day and age where velocity is king on not just the fastball but the sinkers as well.
That's down in the gap.
There you go, and that is a line drive. That's going to get into the gap, and that is going to be a leadoff double for Bobby Witt Jr. And his speed, it was the full momentum of that man was taking him to third base, and he had to shut it down. So the leadoff hitter is on here for the United States. Now, if you're the United States here, Joe, I mean, you do need more runs than the other guys, but it's like right now you have every bit of momentum carrying you, and you have a bullpen who is really necessarily going to be finishing this job.
Like honestly, like, and at the top of the rep, it just kind of shows the depth of this team. Like, one impressive thing I saw in the comments, Gunnar Henderson won 4-5 against Great Britain, and he's on the bench right now.
Well, 1-0 is the count here to Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper really would love to send one into the orbit.
He tried to right there.
Yeah, he did. He definitely tried to send one into orbit right there. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Bryce Harper. And here comes the 1-1 on the way to Harper. Low ball 2-1. Well, Joe, I mean, once again, I mean, the momentum right here for the United States is higher than it's ever been, especially when you're talking about facing Mexico, because like you said, Mexico has gotten the better of us for so many years in baseball. 2-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Harper as that is fouled off. But if you are the United States right here, you got to figure a home run right here is kind of a dagger to the United States.
Inside for ball 3.
Full count here, 3-2 now to Bryce Harper. And if you are Mexico, you can't walk Bryce Harper and get Aaron Judge up again. And here we go. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. An absolute big pitch right here. Here's the pitch. And yep, he swung at Bryce Ford, as Joe said. And that's a big strikeout there by Team Mexico. But it just doesn't get any easier. You got to face Aaron Judge right here. But as they're showing the replays, Aaron Judge has played not just a valuable role in this game offensively, but defensively as well with that throw from left field or from right field. And it's just, and this is why I'm saying, like, Aaron Judge should have been on the team a couple years ago. I would have put him on that team instead of Mike Trout, to be completely honest. Here we go. Pitch on the way to Judge. Outside ball 1. Aaron Judge here made Houston explode, and he's looking to do it one more time. Here's the 1-0 on the way, and it is low and outside, and Judge looked like it was going to get called on him, but thankfully it didn't. Then you see those World Series banners hanging up for the Astros or the American League Championship Series. Here's the 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. And that was a big cut there by Aaron Judge. Well, let's just say that the Astros had 2 pennants, okay? We'll say
There
they
you
have
go.
2 pennants. Here we go. 2-1 coming to Judge. Low ball 3. We can always get into the discussion of the Astros, but we can. I think we can all agree that us Mariner fans, we didn't want to see it in 2022, but that was their one real World Series that they have won. Here we go, 3-1 on the way to Judge. Lined foul. Judge was just out in front of that one. I like how the ball boy just tossed it up because he doesn't want to disappoint any USA fans. He doesn't want to disappoint any Mexico fans. But here we go, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's a big pitch here. Here's a 3-2, foul back. And it looked like I got a piece of the umpire there, but it looks like he's all right. Hit it here. Oh, wow, Adrian Johnson took that one right off the mask, it looks like. Well, here we go. This is a truly tremendous pitch here it's a tremendous
And he did not
at
go.
bat. Here comes the pitch. Did he go around? He did not, and he walks him. And we're watching here on the replay. Good call right there by the first base umpire. He did not break the wrist. So good call there by the umpire. Once again, it just doesn't get easier for this Mexico pitching staff. You had Aaron Judge, you had Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, now you got Kyle Schwarber. 3 guys that are just, you make a mistake. You make a mistake to either one of those guys, and they just send it in. They just send it to the moon.
Yeah.
Which is ironic when I say that, considering how they're playing in Houston. Well, here we go. Well, look at that, Kevin Durant there in the stands there, cheering, of course, on the United States. The guy right below him, nice cowboy hat. I like that. Here we go. 0-1 pitch coming to Schwarber. Foul back. Schwarber's hunting for it. You can tell. I feel like Kyle Schwarber is sitting dead on fastball every pitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this is where Carrillo has got to buckle down. He's got to find a way to get a ground ball right here. Here's the pitch on the way. And did he break the wrist? He did not. Good pitch right there. Absolutely. I feel like that was a great pitch right there to get Kyle Schwarber to bite at it, and he just about damn near got him to bite at it. But here we go. 1-2 here. And the 1-2 on the way. And that time he goes around. He went to that same pitch and gets Kyle Schwarber to bite on that one. 2 down here for the United States. Very smart pitch right there. You got him to almost bite on that first one that was down in the dirt. You went right back to it. Absolutely smart move right there. So here we go. Bregman now. Swing and a miss. I feel like that's his 3rd straight slider that he's put right there on that spot. Well, here we go. 0-1 on the way, outside for a ball. 1-1 is the count. And I don't know, if you're the United States right here, you kind of want to come away with a run right here. Here's the 1-1 on the way, and that is popped up fouled. But again, this is where the grit comes through for either team. If you're Mexico, you consider this a huge win, getting out of this one with 2 runners on and 2 outs, because it still keeps you in this game. Here's the pitch, popped up, and that is going to do it. So the United States does not come away with a run right here. And in the next inning, Joe's going to take over.
Look at this little beauty.
Okay.
Nice save, Chris.
Yeah, because we got somebody chiming in saying we need some color commentary, but I think we need some Joe commentary. What do you guys think?
Yeah, then you're gonna get spoiled. You'll have the results spoiled every pitch.
Your car's here. I gotta go. Love you. You seem tense. Can I book you a massage and a cinnamon scrub?
I love a cinnamon scrub.
Yeah, you're definitely 5 seconds ahead of me because I can actually hear it in the background.
Well, see if I pause the TV, count to 5 seconds, and unpause it. I guess I don't think that works because it
Actually did. It actually did.
well it shows it later in the commercial.
Nope, it worked actually. You are right there with me.
You're doing the same stuff.
So Joe is going to be taking over here for a couple innings for the broadcast. I feel like I can't take anything away from Joe here. He's got to get some commentary in himself. Train him up for when we cover games here later this year for the Mariners.
Join us for Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving on March 25th, where 100% of sales will be donated to support Special Olympics athletes. It's basically like doing this. Join us March 25th for Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Well, it does look like yours went back ahead of me, but it's all right. Can't win them all. It's all right.
I don't know exactly how it works with the Xfinity stream.
Well, Joe, I mean, if you're Mexico, what do you? I mean, this is something that I'm kind of actually curious on. Like, if you're Mexico, you've got to do everything in your power right now to work counts and just get guys on base.
Yeah, for sure. Like if they find at this point, like just kind of say the same thing during the MLB playoffs, since bullpens are heavily relied on. If there is a pitcher that doesn't have it that day, you gotta take advantage.
Well, we have reached now the 5th inning, and Joe will, of course, take over commentary, and I will be, of course, color commentating over here. Man, Dominican Republic, I just got to say, Dominican Republic, that team is one of the most unbelievable built teams I've seen in a long time.
Garrett Cloudner from the Rays into pitch the 5th inning, facing Alvarez, Gonzalez, and Thomas to start. You got a slider. It's called for a strike to begin here.
Excellent slider right there by Clevenger. Honestly, like that was, I feel like that was actually a good way to start off his bullpen session.
He goes with another slider down low. It's fouled off. It's 0-2 already. So find that Gillis wants to hang out at this point, not pitch. 0-2 pitch. Cal's positioned up in the zone. And soft line drive caught by Turang for the first out. That jump definitely looked kind of awkward right there.
It looked like he tried a Fernando Tatis jump to have his legs push him a little bit higher.
For a 7th place second base who's 5-9, I might want to try that. With Nick Gonzalez now stepping in 0-for-1 with the strikeout. Hard ground balls early on the slider.
And Nick Gonzalez, if you remember, was the final out over there at third base that Judge threw out.
Ground ball. Let go make another amazing. Another one. What a play by Bobby Wood Jr.
Oh my gosh! Come on!
He's insane.
What a play! Amazing.
Yeah, one thing I really enjoy about tournaments like this is being able to watch and root for players that you don't usually get to watch on a consistent basis.
Yeah,
It's a bit hard for people to put there.
because to be completely honest, like I would have when Australia went up 2-0 in their pool, I was like, yes, now I'm an Australia fan. I want to see Australia get into the quarters.
Now I have Alec Thomas coming up with 2 outs and no one on. It's called strike right there, 94 sinker on the outside part of the plate. And that's way inside, barely caught zone, and that's foul off down the right field line. Zone 2 already.
If that would have gone fair, I tell you one thing: the Mexico fans, they would have just absolutely lost their minds.
And sweeper right there inside, and Thomas strikes out 10 million.
Good inning there by Clevenger.
Good cooking, 8 pitches, 8 strikes right there. And TUC bottom thing, they have Raul, Anthony, and Buxton do up.
Checks all the boxes for screening. False positive and negative results may occur after those at high risk. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
Well, so far through this game, I mean, the United States has just been so dominant, and once again you get the Mexico got Paul Skeens out of the game, but now you just got to
get pitch count for that.
That's why with Farmers you can get quality and savings.
Yeah, now you just got to get a pitch count going for the bullpen guys, but it's just like, now who are they going to be facing? Because now you have so many options in the United States bullpen.
And also definitely want to save guys for tomorrow, since MLB teams don't want guys throwing 2 days in a row.
Now, I will say this about that Budweiser commercial of the Freebird. Like, I think that one was one of the best Super Bowl commercials to come out, but the ending of it, they're like, where's he going? Beer run.
Mexico has brought in their 4th reliever, Sammy Hitara Jr. Let me know if I'm wrong. No major league experience, Angels 17th round pick in 2022, and went to New Mexico State. He's a lefty too.
Well, JF knows nothing. Got a question for you, man. How's Joe's commentary so far? Like, I feel I had to give him that chance. Sorry, Joe, had to.
We got big dumper leading off. Turn around and his hitting righty this time. He swings.
Well, remember the last time he turned around and hit righty? I will say this: I can't wait to have my new Can't wait to have my new USA hat here in a few days. Just in time for the quarters.
The pitch. It's a called strike, fastball on the inside part of the plate for counts 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. Flyer below the zone, and Cal fouls it off to keep that bat going.
And that is one thing that I love about this is Paul Skeens. He is set to pitch in the semis if the USCA gets there.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Cal. And he gets squeezed by the ump right there for strike 3. Kind of wish there was ABS in the WBC.
Yeah, because Cal definitely took a look back there, and he was like, "That's not a strike."
Knows what the zone is with how many pitches he sees, both hitting and behind the plate.
Yep, right there. Cal Raleigh took a look at him. He knows the strike zone.
And called strike 1 on Roman Anthony. Felt like there's a good shot that he'd end up being in the majors at some point this year. Anthony swings right through fastball out of the zone for strike 2. It's check swing foul ball on Slyer 87. And as they're replaying the home run right here, which is off this facing the second deck.
I feel like if the second deck was not there, that thing would have gone a little bit farther.
No facts. And so he got under that and easy catch for Randy for the second out inning. Now, the Eastside Catholic alum Matt Boyd is warming up, another Washington native.
Get the guy from Washington
in. Now, Buxton up. Fastball swings right through for strike 1. This is nowhere close for it's ball 1. Cam. What is that? Yeah, it was ball 2. Couldn't see the signals since it was on the cam during that pitch. And next pitch is slider down low for ball 3. And Buxton's in the driver's seat here.
Well, that is exactly where you want to be if you're Byron Buxton right now. But I don't know. The United States seems like they've been to see. They're in complete control right now.
Buxton swings right through it.
When Byron Buxton is healthy, there's 2 guys on the Twins that when they are healthy, they turn into MVP candidates, and it's Byron Buxton and Royce Lewis.
Full count pitch to Buxton, and it's down low, ball 4. It's going to bring up Turing with a chance to turn the lineup over here.
Well, if there's one thing that the United States has done well so far in this tournament, it's drawn walks.
Oh, yeah.
once again, the winner of this game, they go to the quarter. They punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Loser's got to face Italy tomorrow.
I mean,
Or excuse me, loser tomorrow has got a big game. Sorry.
our Mexico game is Wednesday. The loser has a big game against Italy to fight for the second spot.
That'll be highly interesting if it becomes a game against Mexico and Italy.
The first pitch of that bat is Payne on the outside corner for a called strike.
Oh, for anybody who actually started the wave in that stadium, please ban them.
It's like starting the wave. The game is not entertaining enough for you, and you have to start another thing.
I just would love these players to come out on social media and just say ban the wave.
Every time the wave was brought up, my dad mentioned how it was created at Husky Stadium.
One true shame about being a Husky fan.
Right at second baseman, and that's gonna end the inning. As Natera, how Rex said, they gets through the inning scoreless. We go to the sixth.
Alrighty, well, Jeff, there is a full inning of Joe's commentary. So, and you know what? Joe's getting experience with this, so that's good for him. Definitely get his feet wet.
And
but
I'm comm major in college, and I'm trying to work on my public speaking. Especially since most of the stuff I do is social media, like where I'm filming or editing stuff.
Well, as we head to the sixth inning, I mean, like so far, Joe, I mean, like this game itself, it has exceeded expectations, but we just did not. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw the United States jumping out to a 5-0 lead like this.
I was guessing at this point they'd be up and be within like 3 runs.
I was gonna say, I was expecting maybe the United States to be up by 2 runs at least, because Mexico's lineup is not a pushover. I'll say that Mexico's lineup isn't a pushover.
Well,
and I actually tried that flavor that they just showed on the Celsius commercial. Ugh, gross.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, gross. Yuck. Juan Soto's flavor is horrible. Just like his defense.
I actually never had sauce before. I usually drink Red Bull.
I would highly recommend that you switch. Flavors I would recommend: kiwi guava, tropical vibe, watermelon, and wild berry.
And I have to like those when I go to the storehouse.
Yeah, the Jared Dog chiming in here. Yeah, he thought it would be 4-2 USA by this time, and yes, you're absolutely right. It is beyond crazy that it is 5-0. We need to go ahead and talk about this, of course, the Great Britain team getting eliminated. And I just want to say this, for Jazz Chisholm to say what he said, no, just absolutely no. Well, here we go. Matt Boyd is on the mound here for the United States. Of course, as you said, East Catholic grad right there, Washington native. 14-8 record last year with the Cubs. I mean, man, oh man, this guy has transformed himself into just such a great pitcher.
They also had Cal catches off-season bullpens in there, which was definitely something cool, which how he got recruited to the team.
Well, the first pitch to Ortiz is in there for a strike, 0-1. And might I add that Matthew Boyd was part of that 2022 Seattle Mariners team, and I was so happy about that. 0-1 pitch coming here, and he does go around. Could not hold up on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Joey Ortiz 0 for 1 in this game. Did reach on an error by Bryce Terang. And here we go. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Matthew Boyd to Joey Ortiz, and it's up and away for a ball. Yeah, the Jared dog, he was asking you what energy you drink. Jared, he says he drinks Red Bull. You got to talk to him.
Yep.
We know
It's
our
kind of
our
a
drinks.
weird flavor, but I started drinking regular Red Bulls last. So I didn't really get into energy drinks. Funny story, I didn't really get into any energy drinks until like 3 years ago. And at All Star Week, there are these guys handing out these fast twitch by Gary energy drinks for free. So I tried them, and then they're good. So then I started buying them at the store, and then I drank them for like a couple years. I don't know what happened with like the stores like stopped selling them. They must have gotten like recalled or something. I never heard about them. So I started drinking the normal Red Bull, and then one day I went to funny story. What I drink Red Bulls mostly for baseball, just and then I drink like something that's like not as much caffeine when I'm just like a normal day. So I was what's the safe way to get Red Bulls before one of my games, and where the regular one I like wanted, they like didn't have it. So then I bought like these lemon Red Bulls, yellow edition, and then started drinking them before I games. And don't know, I played Doping on two teams, and one of them is really good. And then after I started doing that, we won a 10-game win streak. So I couldn't stop.
Well, you know something, man. Like I said, it's time for you to switch to Celsius because those things are better and a lot more healthier for you.
I'm gonna have to look into
One
that.
out here for Mexico. 1-2 count here to Jaron Duran. Matthew Boyd actually pitching very well here as that is up and away for a ball. 97 right there on the gun for Boyd. But yeah, like I said, man, if I make the suggestions to you, man, kiwi, guava, wild berry, watermelon, and tropical vibe. Here we go, 2-2 pitch. And that is a fly ball hit into left field, and that's gone into the Crawford boxes. Jaron Duran puts Mexico on the board with a solo shot right there, and it is 5-1 United States. That is Duran's second of the tournament.
I really like the different celebration props each country has because they're all unique.
Well, that's definitely the one time I didn't want to hear the Daikin Park home run train horn.
Isn't train horn neutral where it goes off for every home run no matter who hits it?
It is neutral. It's every home run. Doesn't matter who hits it. But 5-1 United States, and look at Randy Arozarena. Randy Arozarena doing what he did a couple years ago, and just standing there and taking that pitch. Here we go, the 0-1 on the way to Randy Arozarena, swing and a miss. That is what Randy does. He takes big hacks, and he steps out to try to get into that pitcher's mind.
Doesn't go there.
And here we go. Here comes the 0-2 pitch coming to Randy Arozarena from Matthew Boyd, up and away for a ball. Cal Raleigh definitely knows his teammate, though. I'll say that. Here we go. 1-2 to Randy Arozarena. And the 1-2 pitch coming from Boyd, fouled off. Still 1-2 here to Randy Arozarena. If you're a Matt Boyd right now, you can't give up a hit right here because you'll start giving the momentum back to Mexico. And the 1-2 pitch coming to Randy Arozarena fouls it back. And Arozarena, he's fighting right now.
Those are borderline.
Well, here we go. 1-2 pitch coming to Randy Arozarena. And he did not go. There you go, Joe. Highlighted comment, by the way. We're older, so we know better. Well, 2-2 is the count here to Randy Arozarena. Time called here by Cal Raleigh.
That's a good story pull for the energy drinks.
Matthew Boyd just shaking his head on that home run right there. Oh, no, he shook Cal off. That's why. He shook Cal off and threw a different pitch. That's what you get for shaking Cal off. Well, here we go. 2-2 pitch coming here to Randy Arozarena. And another foul. That is 4 straight fouls from Randy.
He gets the throw over right to terrain.
There you go.
The second one.
So 2 down here for Mexico. So right now, Mexico really looking to definitely start a rally here as Jonathan Aranda comes up to the plate against Boyd. Here's the pitch on the way. Right in there for a strike. Good slider right there by Matthew Boyd. 0-1 here to Aranda. And once again, you're just looking to really get something going here if you're Team Mexico. The 0-1 on the way. And did he go around? He did not go around. 1-1 is the count here to Aranda. 1-1. And it looked like that one might have slipped out of his hand, that curveball. 2-1. Crowd is definitely starting to get into it. 2-1 pitch on the way. 3 balls, 1 strike here. And it kind of sounds like the Mexico fans are starting to make some noise. Mexico's starting to make some noise. Here's a 3-1 on the way. Line drive, and there's a base hit for Aranda. And Mexico with a 2-out base knock right there. Aranda signaling over to the Mexico bench. He's like, let's go, boys, let's go. Well, here we go, Alejandro Kirk.
Pitching coach Andy Pettit.
Pettit is headed out to the mound. Well, to the disdain of the Mexican fans, Andy Pettit headed out to the mound, and
it's fun seeing a lot of former big leaguers join this coaching staff for a couple weeks, knowing they don't have to commit to a whole season.
couple of one lefty to another. But if you remember correctly, in the last WBC, we had Ken Griffey Jr. on this team, and it was just absolute shame that we just could not win that for him. I still remember that clip of Griffey hitting in the batting cages, and he's like, these young cats, I need to show them how it's done. So here we go. Alejandro Kirk against Matthew Boyd. And here we go. Boyd is set, and the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. And they actually appealed down to first base. They did not go. Well, if you're Team USA and Kirk does get on base here, you probably are switching pitchers. And here we go. Boyd is set, and the 1-0 on the way. Foul back.
The rule, if a pitcher throws more than 30 pitches, they can't pitch for a day. I think that's what it is.
Well, right now, if you're Team Mexico, you want another hit because it still gives you that momentum. That base hit right there definitely stirred up a little bit. It was a home run that really got him started. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Kirk. Ground ball through the hole, and there you go. And the Mexican team, they are alive and well in this inning. And if you are the
And they're
United
going to
States,
pinch hitter. I wonder if US will make a counter move and bring a righty.
well, the United States is going to the bullpen. Or are they? Nope, they are not. And that photo of Alejandro Kirk, that's about, he looks about 3/4 the size that he is now. Bad joke, by the way. Well, here we go. This is a huge at bat right here.
What even
By
happened to
Menendez.
Nessus in the majors? I think I went to a Nationals game the same year they had the WBC, and he was like one of their best players, and he just like disappeared.
Right. Well, as he swings and misses on that slider, 0-1. This is the biggest at bat right now by as Joey Menendez. I mean, this is really the biggest at bat that Mexico has here because a base hit right here, and you probably get a run and you're back in this ball game. Here's the pitch on the way. Low, ball
Also,
one.
So home run suddenly makes this a 1-run game.
Yeah, a home run into those Crawford boxes, and the momentum is back, and it is, like you said, a 1-run ball game. And that is something that Matt
When
Boyd
was
does not.
that?
Here we go. 1-1 pitch coming. Ground ball. And, oh no, and they made an error. Here comes a run in. Mexico is back within 3.
Is that an error? Or did the balls like change direction?
I think Mexico was using the force right there because that ball took one heck of a hop, and that is the second error on Terang. That is the second time that we've seen Terang have difficulty. And look at this right here. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And this is now the Mexican team has the momentum. Boyd has got to get this third out. Here's the pitch on the way in there for a strike to Alvarez Jr. And this is right here, right as you can hear, the Mexican fans are starting to get up. They're starting to make some noise. They got some momentum. Now you think a home run right here ties up this ball game. Boyd is set. Here comes the 0-1 on the way, and it's outside for a ball. And that is the one thing, like we said, Joe, if you're Team USA, you don't want to surrender a 3-run shot right here. And here we go. He is set.
That Jack's warming up. When they dance to Kirk, you could kind of see it. Now, what are they arguing?
And I tell you one thing, Paul Skeens is probably looking in the dugout, and he's like, oh, gosh, I'm getting and wow, we've got an argument here. What are they arguing? I'm trying to figure out what that was all about. But you got to think, Paul Skeens is in that dugout, and he's thinking, man, here's some Pirates flashbacks right here.
And that was about the zone that they still call a strike.
So it's 1-2 on Alvarez Jr. then. Another great frame job there by Cal Raleigh. And now here we go. Benji Gill, he's getting hot under the collar. If he doesn't be careful, he's going to get ejected. But here we go. Boyd is set. This is a big pitch right here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Alvarez. Line drive caught by Terang.
Redeemed himself right there out of the inning.
Bryce Terang makes a tremendous play right there. Thought it got hit a little bit harder. But after 5.5, Mexico is finally on the board after scoring 2 runs here. It is 5-2. Whoa, boy.
Back in a minute.
Not a problem.
It has accelerated FDA approval. Studies are ongoing to confirm benefit. To advance liver scarring without cirrhosis, along with diet and exercise. It has accelerated FDA approval. Studies are ongoing.
Well, folks, I got to say this right now. It has been It has been interesting to say the least. Like you said, there you go, Jared Dog chiming in there. He definitely made up for the air. But that play right there by Terang on that play, that ball had a mind of its own. So if you are the United States going into the bottom of the 6th inning, you're thinking about getting those 2 runs back, but you're also thinking, if we can't get 2 runs, we got to get at least 1 run. Once again, the winner of this game secures their spot in the quarterfinals. You got to think about this.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and 3 box has 3 sides, not just 1. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money.
So as I am looking at the schedule here for pool play, as Joe said, Mexico does not have a game until Wednesday. And the winner of that game will move on, because if the United States wins today, they will move on. But they also play Italy tomorrow. And you got to think, the United States is not going to go into that game with a we're going to take it easy mode. I just saw that Joe just got back, but the United States are not going to go into tomorrow's game, even if they win this game. They're not going to say we're going to take it easy in this game. We want to win our pool. We want to win, 4-0. But it's like, you think about this. Italy loses tomorrow, like you said, Wednesday. The quarterfinals comes down to Mexico and Italy, and that's going to be a great game if you think about it. Well, Bobby Witt Jr. leading things off here for the United States. Here's the first pitch from Duarte, and it is up there for a called ball. Now, Benji Gill does definitely have a little bit of an argument here, because that umpire's been calling it for the United States, but not calling it for Mexico. But as Duarte is set, here's the 1-0 on the way. That is outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. But like I was saying like I said while you were away, this is an inning where the United States have got to kind of swing and a miss, by the way. But this is an inning where the United States, they got to try to get at least 1 run back that they just allowed right there, if not those 2 runs.
Yeah, the top of the order would be nice to take some stress off the bullpen.
2-1 is a count here to Bobby Witt Jr. He already, last at bat, he did double. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Up and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here we go. 3-1 pitch coming to Bobby Witt Jr. Fouled away. He took a mighty hack at that one. He was looking to maybe send that one into the Crawford boxes, which I do not blame him one bit whatsoever. So here we go. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bobby Witt. Here's the windup and the 3-2. Up and away, ball 4. And there you go. The United States, they just got a big runner on. And if you're Team USA, with that speed on there with Bobby Witt Jr., you got to figure, you got to try to put him in motion.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Bryce
Harper. And that is definitely not a strike. 0-1 to Bryce Harper here. So here we go. 0-1 is the count here to Bryce Harper. Harper has not really done a lot so far. Here's the 0-1 on the way. And that is inside for a ball. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike here to Bryce Harper. And the pitch inside 2-1. When you look back at those photos that they see these players who played in this for the United States.
Like you said, they put it in motion.
There he goes. Yep, and he is safe. And Bobby Witt Jr. on a ball moves up. But like I was saying, you know, you look at these players of how they've played in the 12U and all of these younger leagues for the United States. It means a lot when they wear that jersey on, or means a lot when they wear that USA on their jersey. 3-1 the count now. And here comes the pitch on the way to Harper, and he took one mighty hack at that slider. And he was trying to hit a home run on that one. There is no doubt in my mind. But Duarte here really looking to take charge. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Harper. And Aaron Judge coming up now. Now, if you're Team Mexico, I mean, whether or not Bryce Harper has done well so far in the first few games is not important. But this is a big time out right here with Aaron Judge. Here comes the pitch on the way from Duarte. Fouled off. Judge so far tonight is 2 for 2 with a single, a 2-run home run, and he has walked. So he's halfway to the cycle. Here we go. Duarte comes set, and he steps off. One swing right here by Harper. And here comes the 0-1 on the way to Judge. Swung on, and that is popped up, and that is going to be an easy play. 2 down. Well, Team USA, they did put Bobby Witt Jr. in motion, so it was a good thing. But now you got 2 down here in the 6th, and if you're Team Mexico, it's going to be huge if you can get out of this inning without giving up a run right here to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber has already singled in this game. The pitch by Duarte. And that is fly to center field. Thomas is right there, and he'll make the play. And there you go, Mexico. An absolutely huge win right there by Mexico. As the 6th inning comes to an end, it's 5-2.
It's truck month with the Ford crew. Truck month only happens once a year.
Well, now you get down to the nitty-gritty, Joe. This is where things start to turn very interesting, because now you get to use your best bullpen arms.
I honestly wonder who Jack's coming in, because he was warming up a little while ago.
So far, Red Bull's winning on your poll over there on Instagram.
Pregnant? That's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business leaders. The Chase E-card made it easy.
Also wonder what the others are that people are thinking of.
And they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. Chase Make Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
I swear. That Jurassic Park commercial is, I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I get that they were using AI to make a commercial, but it's just like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Now cut your bill in half with Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Well, right now, if you're Team Mexico, I mean, Joe, this is officially now. You've got the momentum now because you're able to shut down the United States. You're able to really turn the tables because you got 2 runs in that last inning. Now you're looking to get a couple more in this inning, possibly.
And Durant's due fourth this inning, so if he comes up with a run around, that could be a big at bat. And Boyd's still in. Because they're kind of stepping to get to the leverage guys.
Very interesting move right here by DeRosa to keep Boyd in. And
yeah,
here comes the
32
first pitch.
pitches all in one inning, too.
Yeah, that's the bad part is 32 pitches all in one inning as he throws a ball 1-0. Here we go. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Wow. That was just hard cut. And 16 runs last night by Team Mexico. The 1-1 pitch coming here to Gonzalez. Curveball up and away, ball 2, 2-1. Matthew Boyd really trying to get the United States into the bottom of the 7th inning, still up 3 runs. The 2-1 coming here to Gonzalez. Fly ball, right field. And Judge is right there, and he'll make the play. How we doing, Blitz Sports? We're doing pretty good over here.
Yeah,
there you see it. Well, there you see Mexico's WBC history, quarterfinals, group stage, and then 2023 just falling short and taking home the bronze. And you can talk all you want. A lot of people can talk all the smack they want. Here's the first pitch coming from Boyd to Thomas, swing and a miss, 0-1. I mean, the teams that we expect to go far will always go far, but the teams that we don't expect to go far, here's the 0-1, and it's low for a ball. It's just so interesting to see of how far teams like Mexico have come. Teams like now Australia who are developing their players. 1-1 pitch coming here from Matthew Boyd to Alex Thomas. Foul back. And, like I said, Team Australia, I feel like here within the next couple of years when they come back to the World Baseball Classic, they may actually just shock everybody and get to the quarterfinals for the first time. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Thomas. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout right there by Matthew Boyd. 2 down here in the 7th.
Did not Australia make it out of the pool play last time? Or are they thinking of someone else?
Australia has, I don't believe, ever made it out of pool play. As I'm looking right here. And as I can hear right now, it is a strike. 0-1 right there to Ortiz. But the best finish by Australia was finishing in 7th place, actually. So they did get to the quarterfinals. That is in there. Oh, wow. That was a strike right there, and it was just not called. Well,
it's right through it.
Here we go. 1-1 pitch now coming to Ortiz. Swing and a miss. So I was mistaken. The 2023 Australia team did make it to the quarterfinals where they lost to Cuba 4-3. But I mean, it's just a very good. They have a lot of potential here within the next few years. Here we go. 1-2. The count to Ortiz. The pitch on the way. Foul back. If you are Matthew Boyd and you can get out of this inning without giving up any runs right here, this is the spot to do it, and this is where you have to do it. Here we go, Boyd. Calling something on the pitch comm. Here's the 1-2. Low for a ball. Kind of curious at what Matthew Boyd might have called on his pitch comm. But the one rule that us Mariner fans know, and that the pitching staff of the Seattle Mariners know, you don't wave off. You don't wave off
And line
Cal
drive
Raleigh, as
right
he's doing right now. And here we go, the 2-2 pitch coming from Boyd. Line drive to right field, and it is caught by Judge. Well, Boyd, the last time we did see you shake off Cal Raleigh, you gave up a solo shot. You got lucky right there, but that should be it for Matthew Boyd. The United States heads into the bottom half of the 7th inning, up 5-3.
My doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my grandmother...
So Joe, getting back onto teams like Australia, teams like Mexico, I mean, it's just on the uprise for them because
Yep.
we saw what Australia did to open up pool play this year. They lost, they won their first 2 games. Of course, they lost to Japan, but unfortunately, just losing that heartbreaker to Korea. And I got a feeling that I got a feeling that here in a couple of years, they're going to be back. They're going to be back here in 3 years, and they're just going to absolutely just really shock a lot of people.
Especially because it's like Travis Pisano's #1 pick a couple years ago, and by then he could be a superstar that could be leading Australia further than they've ever gone.
Once again, every time I see that Budweiser commercial, best Super Bowl commercial ever. Or not ever, but one of the best. I've seen some good ones in my day. Just looking at that commercial right there by Denny's, it just makes me want to go to Denny's right now. I'm actually getting hungry right now. And that's the bad part is that I can't leave to go eat something because we're busy right here in the stream.
Also, I don't think there's a Denny's near me.
Oh God, there's a Denny's right down the street from me, so I'm lucky.
Yeah, one of the baseball teams, sometimes when we play, can't we go to this one Denny's nearby the fields right after, and it would be 10:30 p.m. on a weeknight, which would be a good time.
Well, there you see the game summary so far as we head here into the bottom half.
What's that flag?
Oh, you just saw something. So, something. I got to give that guy some credit. Got to give that kid some credit. He's showing off his dual pride. There's nothing wrong with showing pride. Gerardo Reyes, 4 seasons in Major League Baseball.
No idea who this guy is.
We don't know a lot of these guys, but 4 seasons, has a 7.13 ERA.
Last pitch for the A's in 2024. We only pitched in 6 games.
Well, this is why Joe is one of the best color commentators in the game. He's got the stats right there.
That pull up.
Here's the first pitch on the way to Alex Bregman, and it is, that one actually looked like a strike right there, but it is a call the ball. Alex Bregman, they're showing right up there, 96 career home runs at Daikin Park, 4th most in MLB history. And here we go. The 1-0 coming from Reyes. Same spot, and it is ball. And now I'm saying it right now. That's the ABS. That's 2 challenges in a row. That's 2 challenges, 1 in a row. So I got a feeling next WBC they'll bring it. 2-0 pitch coming here to Alex Bregman. Line drive, caught at third. What a play. Nacho Alvarez. That's why they call it the hot corner. One down here in the 7th for the United States.
Good time for some insurance right now.
Big time for some insurance as Cal Raleigh steps to the dish. For Mariner fans, they are hoping to see 1 home run. As that is up and away for a ball to Cal Raleigh. Of course, you always have the we'll get into this in the next commercial break. Here we go. 1-0 pitch coming to Cal Raleigh. Swung on right field. That is foul. It was close.
Yeah.
It was
Small early
close.
on it.
Wow. It looked like he might have just been late on it, if not early, but let's see. Wow. Wow. Just foul. Well, here we go. 1-1 is the count. It's a big dumper.
So right, swings right through.
The 1-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Well, the two catchers for the United States in this one, both Cal Raleigh and Will Smith, I think the two best choices for catchers in this one. You know, Dodger fans will argue every time Will Smith's not in the lineup. But me, I don't argue when Cal Raleigh's on the line. There's Ken Griffey Jr. taking the photos. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming to Raleigh. Liner foul. But I think for us fans, like, you know, when Cal Raleigh's not in the lineup, I'm fine with it because it's like you gotta switch these guys every day. You know, get them the at bats that they need because this is still spring training for them.
At least of all games, he was in lineup as one I couldn't watch.
1-2 pitch coming here to Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Man, Cal Raleigh just swings right through it. Yeah, it looks like Mexico fans were really hyped after a big dumper gets struck out right there.
I've just seen this video on Instagram how Cal declined a handshake with Randy Rosarena earlier tonight.
Well, here we go. Rowan Anthony. 1 for 2 in this game. Big 3-run home run as he takes a called strike there. These are the games that the United States have got to win. These are the games that you may not be in the elimination games, but these are the games that you have to win. 0-1 on the way, outside for ball. When you play this good against teams like Mexico, that just builds you up for the really elite teams. Here comes a 1-1 on the way to Roman. Takes a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mexico's pitching staff, ever since that 5-run inning, has shut down the United States, and they're looking to do it in another inning to try to get them into the 8th inning down by 3. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Roman Anthony. Foul back. I just love the fans who actually wear both Mexican gear and the United States gear. It just shows a real sense of pride, if you ask me. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming here to Roman Anthony as Reyes is set. The 1-2 up and away for a ball. Once again, Roman Anthony hitting by far one of the biggest home runs of his career. His young, amazing career. Here we go. 2-2 pitch coming from Reyes to Anthony. Ground ball, foul. And Roman Anthony, I tell you one thing. Red Sox fans, I hope you know just how incredibly blessed you are to have a guy like Roman Anthony on your team, because that kid is just going to be a star for years to come. Here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Roman Anthony and Reyes. And here's the pitch. And that was an easy out. That was an easy out right there, and unfortunately Nick Gonzalez, I don't know what happened there. That is
I can't not catch that.
The ball has a mind of its own in this game. Holy catfish. Now he knows how Bryce Terang feels. Well, the USA has a runner on here for Byron Buxton, who has not really done a whole lot. Here's a pitch. In there for a called strike. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, Byron Buxton wearing a Whoop band. I actually noticed that. I noticed that the other day that he was wearing it. But kind of interesting. Here we go. 0-1 count here to Byron Buxton. The pitch. Outside for a ball. When it is a USA-Mexico game, it doesn't matter what sport they are playing, whether it's soccer or baseball. These are the games that you live for. Here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Byron Buxton. The pitch. Outside and low, ball 2, 2-1. And Buxton's really hoping that he can find a way to get on base and bring up Bryce Terang. And Terang could maybe make up for that mistake that he made. Buxton is ready. Reyes is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, oh man, that one was so out of the zone, and Buxton just swung on through it. So here you go, the fans making some noise. Mexico wants the punch out. USA wants something here. Buxton is ready. Reyes is ready. The 2-2 on the way. Outside, and that's 3-2. And Roman Anthony will take off on this pitch. And you can just see just like how the pressure is getting to them. You see the sweat on these players' hats, especially the pitchers. They are just soaked.
He swings at ball 4 again.
Well, that's going to do it for the USA. Wow. Horrible strikeout. We are 7 innings into this game, going into the 8th inning. The United States are 6 outs away from securing a trip to the quarterfinals. And I will be right back, my man.
Exceptional service worldwide with access to over $3,500 in business and travel value annually. There's nothing like business plan.
I share dad advice with millions on TikTok, but I'm also a dad at home. So from one parent to another, here's something I learned. When your teen joins TikTok, they're protected with over safety and privacy settings. For those under 16, there are no direct messages, and only friends can comment on their videos. Because when safety comes first, discovery can follow. Hey, even dads need dad advice sometimes.
Arby's new meat in 3 box for just $7.99 is a 4-course meal deal. Unlike other value meals, this box won't leave you hungry. Whoa! Can you believe all this food fits in 1 box?
Arby's, we have the meat. Every legend starts somewhere, not in spotlight, but in the work. It starts here, dialing in your sleep, leveling up your goals. Then it clicks. You lock in. Remember your country on the world stage. To the ball club. It's your journey, your moment, your show. Look your part. Become a legend.
Rated everyone.
5 in the 3rd for the U.S., 2 in the 6th for Mexico, 5-2 in the 8th inning. Pitch Hit and Run is the free official MLB skills competition for baseball and softball players ages 7 to 14.
All right, we are back here in the 8th inning. 5-2 United States leads over Mexico. The winner heads or secures their trip.
And Boyd's still good.
Quarterfinals.
Guess they're trying to get him to go 65.
Oh, Boyd is still in here. All right, that's an interesting choice right there by the manager. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fouled off.
Well, he might be trying to save pitchers since they have to play back-to-back days.
You know what? I applaud DeRosa if that is the choice right here. But
Another bomb.
well, here we go. Here's the pitch on the way to Duran. Swung on right field and deep, and Jared Duran does it again. Oh boy, and Mexico is back in it. Jared Duran, his second home run of the evening and his third of the tournament. And now they're back in it. And I'll be honest, that exit velo, only 98 miles an hour on that exit velo.
Wonder if they'll make a move now to get.
They've got to.
I guess not.
Well, I mean, now you have the momentum. Mexico has the momentum, even with 8 in the 8th inning. Here comes the pitch on the way to Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss. It looked like Arozarena was trying to put another one. Griffin Jax is warming up in the bullpen now. So this has got to be the last hitter that Boyd faces. Here we go. It's 0-1. Here comes the pitch on the way to Randy Arozarena. And that is fouled up. Randy Arozarena has the most colorful gear that I've seen. Both batting gloves, elbow guard, and leg guards. He just brings that swag. Here we go. Boyd is set.
It acts like it's illegal for him to wear gear its team colors.
Right. Well, I think players should be able to accessorize like that.
No, maybe not everyone, but it's nice to have a player or two on every team that's like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, 1-2 is the count. Boyd, and looking like Matthew Boyd, he's also tapping his pitch comm. So I'm curious if he waved Cal Raleigh off. Here we go. 1-2 pitch coming from Matthew Boyd to Randy Arozarena. Up and away, ball 2-2. So that is kind of curious for me because I'm wondering if he shook off Cal Raleigh on that home run. 2-2 is the count to Randy Arozarena. Here is the 2-2 pitch for Matthew Boyd. And he hit him. And the tying run is now on, and this is where you've got to yank him. You got to get him. Mexico is officially, truly back in this ball game.
And they're just doing a mound visit, I guess.
I don't know about this move by the United States. I just don't know because Boyd struggled against Duran, faced Duran twice, gives up a home run twice, and has now got the tying run coming to the plate. It is Jonathan Aranda coming to the plate, who is 1 for 2 in this ball game, who scored a huge run for Mexico. You have got to figure, because Aranda is a lefty, that they will let him face him. But this is the moment that Matthew Boyd has got to buckle down and get an out. Get a ground ball. Do whatever you can. Because this is the last hitter, in my opinion, that Boyd is going to be facing. And this is where the nerves start to kind of get a hold of not just the players, but the fans as well, as I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Big slider right there. Good slider right there by Matthew Boyd, and it is 0-1. Once again, this is a huge moment for Matthew Boyd. You have got to get an out here. Here we go. The 0-1 on the way. That is fouled off, and that was something that, if you're Matthew Boyd, you would love a ground ball right here to get to. All you're thinking right now is nothing in the air. You got to keep it on the ground. Here we go. 0-2 is the count here to Aranda. Boyd is ready. Called time by Aranda, though. And as a flashback to the Great Britain game, Aranda did put Mexico up in that game. Here we go. 0-2 is the count. Boyd is set. And the pitch. No, the pickoff move over to Randy Rosarena. Let's be honest, Rosarena, not necessarily the biggest stolen base guy, but he still does have that speed.
I mean, he does turn up the volume when he's in big games like this.
He does. All righty. Everything is set. Cal has got the call. Boyd is set. Aranda is set. Here comes the 0-2 again. Swing and a miss. What a big chasing swing there by Matthew Boyd. And there you go. Mark DeRosa is coming out. And as I said, that was the last hitter that Matthew Boyd is going to face in this game. Not a good outing at all by Matthew Boyd, but he did his job. Whew. Well, Joe, I mean, this is what we come to expect from games like this. We're definitely starting to sweat a little bit.
The game is about where I thought it would be. Like, I didn't think it would get there this way, like with US being up by 5 at one point.
Yeah. That's false advertisement right there. Red Bull does not give you wings.
Fox Sports is proud to bring you this He's a Hero moment.
But this is definitely now officially a truly crucial moment in this game. And like you said, we weren't expecting it to get like this, especially after the United States took a 5-0 lead. But for Mexico to battle back, it just shows the resilience of that team. It just shows that they're not willing to quit.
Sunday, 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Well,
The Air Force had put Jackson now.
Griffin Jacks, yep. The Air Force Academy attendees are in, and they got the Air Force veteran on the mound. And you got to figure that this is the biggest spot that Jax has been in his entire career. Here we go. Jax is all ready. And here's the pitch on the way to Kirk. Low for a ball. This is where you got to get a ground ball right here, because a ground ball means a truly automatic double play. Because you're dealing with a guy who is not the fastest runner right here. Here we go. Jax is set. Here's the pitch on the way to Kirk. Outside ball 2-0. And Kirk is ahead and in the driver's seat right now. If you are Jax, you have got to find a way to entice a ground ball. Here we go. 2-0 pitch. 3-0.
Definitely not an ideal situation right now.
No, you're absolutely right. It is not ideal. 3-0 is the count. You got the slowest guy up, and you are not wanting to walk the guy on 4 straight pitches. Here's the 3-0. And he gets it, the call right there. 3-1. And if you're Griffin Jacks, attack him. That is what I say right now. Here we go. Jacks is set. Here comes the 3-1 on the way to Kirk. In there for a called strike, and I'm telling you right now, how are you a catcher and think that that's a ball? I don't know about that one by Alejandro Kirk, but I certainly would have never started to walk to first base. 3-2 is the count. This is a tremendously huge opportunity for Mexico.
Oh, just what we need.
Here we go. 3-2, the pitch. Ground ball. There's Witt to second, to first, double play. And the United States heads to the bottom of the 8th, up 5-3.
That was the best case scenario right there. And now they could
Called it. What did I say? I called it.
I assume Mace Miller is gonna come in to close it next inning.
Well, for those who are still watching here on the stream, I gotta say this right now. I am sweating right now. I am definitely sweating a little bit because, whew, crunch time, baby. Just crunch time. Not even the fancy sunglasses can hide my my nerves right now. In my opinion, I'm not much of a Jersey Mike's type of guy. I'm more of a Subway guy.
I stopped going to Subway after they got so expensive.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Is I actually went to Subway yesterday for lunch. Actually, it's the first time that I actually went to Subway in probably, I think, 4 or 5 months. But I do know this: when I go hiking, I'm actually going to pick up Subway for lunch, or pick up Subway before I even go on a hike. That way, I got lunch. That way, I got my power food right there.
I got like a bunch of Subway gift cards for Christmas like a year ago, and then I wasn't necessarily keeping track of how much money was left on them, and then there was like one I thought I had money left on it, and then I went to get a sandwich, and then I put the card in it, so it was out of money, so I got stuck paying for a $15 sandwich, and I haven't done it.
Well, here we go. Bottom of the 8th here for the United States, and they got the top of the lineup coming to the... Well, they got Bryce Terang, Bobby Witt Jr., and Aaron Judge coming to the plate. And this is a moment where the United States have got to get some insurance. They've got to find a way to put an insurance run across right now. First Griffin Jacks, first Air Force Academy graduate to play in Major League Baseball.
I guess Skeens was there first. I guess he transferred.
Well, here we go. Bryce Terang facing a lefty and Garcia. Oh my goodness! And that one just about clipped him.
Like this, the Garcia that gave the walk-off homer to J.P. Crawford last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, here we go. The 1-0 on the way to Terang, and it's outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
What?
Here we go. Not a strike. Absolutely not a strike.
Yeah, I can't wait for ABS to watch games of the ABS this year.
Right. Well, here we go. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Bryce Terang, and here's the pitch. Foul back.
Now they're showing the replay. It looks like Cal's beating Kirk down the line with all his catcher's gear on.
See, that's pretty bad when you can beat your counterpart with all of your gear on. The pitch on the way inside, 3-2. Right now, if you are the United States, you're asking for an insurance run, if not 2 insurance runs. Here's a 3-2. Foul back. Well, this game is definitely going to be eclipsing a 3-hour game. We're already 10 minutes away from that 3-hour mark. But this game has been everything that it was getting built up to. Here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to Terang. There's a ground ball right there to Garcia, and he'll throw it over to the bag. 1 down. And I love the commentary of what they're actually saying, that Italy actually has a chance tomorrow. Well, here we go. Bobby Witt Jr. Here's the pitch on the way. And that is foul down the right field line, and it will curve into the seats. As you see there, they're showing the Pool B standings. Top 2 teams advance. So once again, in Brazil, here's the bad part. They got to try to they got to play qualifiers again and try to qualify for the next WBC, unfortunately. Going 0-4 in their WBC. Here we go. Garcia's ready. Witt's ready. Here's the pitch. Foul back. 0-2. Well, here we go. Garcia's set. Witt is ready. Here we go. 0-2 pitch coming to Bobby Witt Jr. Outside for a ball. Once again, those Crawford boxes are looming in left field. It is a very short porch in left field. Here we go. Garcia's set. Here comes the 1-2 on the way. Line drive, base hit, and Bobby Witt Jr. He's got the speed. He's headed for second. The throw, and he's in there. Bobby Witt Jr., his second double of the ball game.
Nice hustle double.
Excellent hustle double. Bobby Witt Jr. right out of the gate looked like he had a rocket up his butt. I swear, look at that. Bobby Witt Jr., one of the fastest human beings alive. But this is the spot now, if you're the United States, where you've got to punch this insurance run home. And for Bryce Harper, this is a big moment for you. Here we go. Garcia's set. And the pitch. Foul back. Harper 1 for 4 in this ball game with a single, of course. And the 0-1 pitch coming here to Bryce Harper. And I don't know where that pitch was, but it certainly wasn't a strike as Bryce Harper swings and misses. Harper's ready. Garcia is ready. Really looking to do some damage right here. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Bryce Harper down on strikes yet again. That is the 3rd time that Bryce Harper has gone down on strikes.
Wait, that's not Mason Miller in the pen.
So they will walk Judge, cowards. So you walk Judge to get to Kyle Schwarber.
Not much better option.
Schwarber in this game is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. And he is hoping to come up big right here and right now for Team USA like he did the other night against Great Britain. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. On the way to Schwarber. In there for a strike. 0-1. Once again, absolutely incredible turnout here by both the Mexican and the United States fans at Daikin Park. Garcia is set. And the pitch on the way. Foul back. And man, oh man, was Schwarber. He was thinking home run. But this is a tremendous pitch right here for Garcia. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Schwarber. Low and outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But I was a little surprised what you said, that Mason Miller is not in that United States bullpen warming up right now.
I don't know why they're doing it. There's no guarantee they need him tomorrow.
You're absolutely right. There is no guarantee. Here we go. 1-2, the pitch. Ground ball, and they scoop it up, throw to first. Here we go. We head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Team Mexico. It is Menendez, Alvarez Jr., and Gonzalez to come up. Well, I don't know about you, Joe, but this is what it's all worth, and this is why the World Baseball Classic is better than the World Cup.
For sure. If you disagree, tell me how often 8 goals are scored in the World Cup.
Not a whole lot. But I will say this, though. The last World Cup final was probably one of the best of all time. And I will not hear any arguments from that one.
Right, I think I was sleeping during that. That's how much I didn't care.
Ah. A little disrespect right there, though. But hey, everyone likes what they would like to like. Excuse me. That commercial for that cruise line just made no sense. You just smash your phone. Why? Oh gosh, some of these commercials are just idiotic, if you ask me. I mean, I like funny commercials as the next guy, but it's just like when you make stupid commercials like that, it just gets irritating.
Are these specific for the WBC? The funny thing, when I was working at Allied Work Mariners games, in the break room, they'd have the TV with the game on, but then in between innings, instead of showing commercials, they'd show whatever was happening on the video board, like the in between inning games and entertainment stuff. I kind of wish there was a way to get that type of feed in like on a regular TV.
I would love nothing more than that, because that would be great. Well, here we go. Top of the 9th, and Garrett Whitlock is in for the United States. 7-3 record last year with the Red Sox in 62 games with a 2.25 ERA, 91 strikeouts in 72 innings compared to 24 walks. And here is Joey Meneses. Or Meneses, excuse me, my fault. So here we go. Here's a pitch on the way from Whitlock. Line drive foul. And Whitlock is ahead already, 0-1. As you see those fans in the background, that is what you want, that passion right there. Here we go. 0-1 on the way to Whitlock. In there for a called strike. Perfect sinker straight down the middle. And Menendez just did not bite at it. And you're absolutely right. When he played for the Nationals, he was unbelievable, and he just disappeared. But here we go.
I'll take 2 on that.
Here we go. 0-2 on the way. Ground ball down the line, and that's going to be a knock for Menendez. And it'll only go for a single.
Wonder if
And
they'll run for it.
the tying run is coming to the plate now for Mexico.
You got a pinch hitter.
Alejandro Osuna will be the pinch hitter in one of the biggest spots of his career. And here we go. And the USA fans, they're starting to make some noise. They are making noise, and that's exactly what you want in a game like this. Get your own team hyped up. And if you are Garrett Whitlock right here, a ground ball right here is tremendous. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. And it is popped up, actually, foul back, but Bregman takes a look, and it is into the crowd. 0-2 is the count to Osuna. You got Nick Gonzalez on deck for Mexico. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's one down for Mexico. And now is when you really want that ground ball. Garrett Whitlock. You know, it's just amazing when you look at the crowd around you and you see Latino people, or if they're Latino or just Mexican, like cheering for the United States.
That's cool.
It's passion all around. It's so much passion. And that's what this tournament is all about.
Dude's 1-for-1 with a home run.
All right, a pinch hitter here. Julian Ornelas. And like Joe said, he is 1-for-1 in this tournament. And that one hit was a home run. There you see 2025 in the Mexican League, and he actually tore it up in the Mexican League. Here we go. Whitlock is ready. Here comes the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Whitlock's in the driver's seat right now. Yeah, we're just like you, Paul Skeens. We're biting our nails as well. Here we go. 0-2 pitch coming. Low. Ball 1-2. Here we go. This is a tremendous at-bat by Ornelas. Here we go. Whitlock is ready. Here's the pitch. Low inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here. Now, Scooble's cheering on the team, but he's not going to be here for the quarterfinals. Here we go. Whitlock is ready. Ornelas, the pitch. Foul back. And he took a big hack at that one. And I can tell you right now, if he had made solid contact, he would be 2-for-2 in this WBC with 2 home runs.
Oh, yep.
Here we go. Whitlock is ready. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. 2 down here in the 9th. And the United States is 1 out away from clinching their spot in the World Baseball Classic quarterfinals. And it comes down to Alex Thomas. The fans rise to their feet. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Thomas is 0-for-3 tonight. Every at-bat he has struck out. He does not want to get a golden sombrero for Team Mexico. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count here. And here we go. Whitlock is ready. The 1-1. The runner takes off, and they will let him get to second base as Thomas swings and misses. And it is one pitch away. Here we go. Whitlock is ready. Thomas is ready. The fans rise to their feet as Cal Raleigh says, step off, step off. Here we go. We'll try it again. 1-2 pitch, and it's low and in the dirt.
Almost hit him there.
Well, it doesn't matter. There you see a Mets fan wearing a Great Britain hat. Man, great team selection right there. Well, here we go. A pop out, a ground out, a strikeout. It doesn't matter. Here we go. Whitlock is set. The pitch. There's a ground ball. There's terrain. Throw to first. USA. All the way. Go ahead and play. Free bird. The United States soars in this matchup against Mexico and will lock in their spot to the 2026 World Baseball Classic quarterfinals. What a ball game right here, Joe. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. That is exactly what we expected. And we are expecting a possible win tomorrow for the United States. And with that being said, Italy and Mexico, it is looking like it is going to come down to that game to see who advances in the quarterfinals. Paul Skeens gets the win in this ball game, and he's probably thinking, it's about damn time I get some run support and get some wins.
All the runs came in that one inning with the Judge and Anthony home runs, which ended up being enough.
What a ball game here. What a stream. I hope those who have watched this game with us, we will not be doing the USA-Italy game. We had to do this Mexico game. It had to be done. But, Joe, dude, absolutely fantastic stream, my man.
Yep. Yeah, it was a fun time. Hopefully we could know stream tomorrow. Hopefully we could do the quarterfinal. Wow, I don't remember what day it was, though. But hopefully we could do that.
Well, looking at the World Baseball Classic and the brackets, so we are looking at, so with the quarterfinals coming up.
Or it probably depends on seeding.
It does depend on seeding. It will depend on the seeding, but as of right now, the quarterfinals have been locked up for, and as we're looking at it right now, yep, there we go. We have, it looks like it will take place at Daikin Park. It will be, I believe, well, the United States are either going to be playing a quarterfinal game this upcoming Friday, if not on Saturday. But we already know that Korea has made the quarterfinals and Japan has made the quarterfinals as well. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this stream. We will see you guys this upcoming Sunday for a new episode of Teal Sleeves Podcast. And we hope that we're going to be doing the United States quarterfinal games. Joe, I will talk to you then, brother.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later.
Later, guys.